Into it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. They go play action here on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The Colts ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Pass. Complete.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
2 yards on the pickup.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Brissett. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Indianapolis.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50, the 40. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
They'll toss this right side to Mack. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Brissett. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier. He's brought down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 7.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
Brings up 2nd.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's the end of the first quarter.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Micah Fitzpatrick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. First carry for James Conner. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Colts leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
Brings up 2nd and
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Tighten up, pull it together.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Incomplete.
Kaepernick's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Danico Autry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of...
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
Cameron Hayward on
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35.
Play action now. Brissett. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Now Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Chase Claypool. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
1st down and goal to go.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Steelers 13, Colts nothing. Chris Boswell to kick.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
One thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play that time for the Colts. 57 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
Makes the score.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now 13-7.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. Has given me the evil eye, folks. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now, Kaepernick again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. The 30, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For a Pittsburgh Steeler.
First ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. Completion here to Claypool. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about it.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Danico Autry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd down.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Danico Autry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's 4th down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right.
Dashing through the snow. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Indy. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 13-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Good for a Pittsburgh.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. 21. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. 1st and 10, Taylor now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
11 on the play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the draw is Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Brissett. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Gain of 15.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got Burton here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a first down throw that's complete. 3 yards to the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. this is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Mack. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.